Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and today we're going to be talking about the Cruiserweight title fight, WBO and the WBA title fight between Billam and Gilberto ZURDO Ramirez. It's for the unified title of WBO and the WBA. Who is going to win? We're going to talk about the tactics and the predictions. And first, before we start, we'll ask the question whether the southpaw stance of Ramirez will be an issue for Billam. And in no particular order, I will tell you why. Billam is a hard-working fighter. We saw his fight with Okole and his fight with Riapo. He had Okole down 3 times and then won a split decision against him. You know, his work rate is above average, and he puts on a poker face when you hit him punches. So is Ramirez. Meanwhile, Ramirez had a good time after his loss to Bivol, the only breach he has in his resume. Ramirez is a southpaw boxer who works on his work rate is above average as well, and he can bang. We saw his knockout win against Sullivan Barrera, and the body punch, that destroyed Barrera, he couldn't cope with it. Is he going to bring it up in his fight with CBS? We shall see tomorrow. This fight is not been of height. Some people say Ramirez's record is of a height record, but we don't see that happening. However, for him to have a win against CBS is a fighter that fights with heart and determination. His grit on the show, on the fight on the day is absolutely phenomenal. He could take a punch and put a poker face and he's still coming. He's tough. Even though he hasn't gotten that head movement and footwork and the finesse of punches, he makes up with his defense, his strength, his jaw. He's got a thick jaw. We noticed that in his fight with Okoli and Riapo. All these Riapo, he took his revenge against him for the first loss. And it is a very important fight for both of them. The title is there. Whoever wins will be challenging for the undisputed in the Cruiserweight championship. Opataya, everybody knows, is the king there. So for you to overcome and win the title, the 4 titles, you have to face Opataya as well. Having said that, we'll tell you that in this fight, defense is the key. Who is going to have, because both boxers can be hit. Billam can be hit often. ZURDO can be hit. Even though the other day on a face-off, on the zone, ZURDO said he has a better footwork, that he can dance. We will see. All these are psyching that happens before a fight. His speed is vital. Because both boxers are big bangers. The speed and the variety and volume of punches. Ramirez is going to win if he takes angles. The same thing for CBS. They have to do angles to win this fight, no doubt about that. The angles have to take is you stay in the pocket and you take the angle with for Billam. It's gonna go. He have his left foot, his right hand, and it's gonna be very important in the fight. His left leg will have to be outside the right foot of Ramirez, so that he can throw his right combos or haymakers through the middle, either to the solar plexus or to the face or to the chest, anywhere, or even a hook, a right hook. And then the punches, we said before that that ZURDO has a very good is a very good body puncher. So is CBS as well. So both of them. That's why I said this fight is 50-50. Whoever is going to win is a person who, comes from angles, sets traps, manages the space, the gap, and everything. Chris, CBS is a good manager of that, the space, the range, and control the fight. And using your jabs as well to control the fight is very important. Though for a southpaw, it's very difficult when you have a south fighting a southpaw. It's going to be a problem for him. That's why we ask the question in the first instance, whether that stance, the southpaw stance, will be a problem for CBS, which I see in the fight proper. Sleeping punches, you have to sleep. Head movement, which presumably, and CBS doesn't have much of it. And we will see how you cope with ZURDO in this fight, because ZURDO comes forward, and then CBS also comes forward. Whoever takes the center of the ring is going to be the manager. It's going to be the chairman and the governor on the day, But both boxers can fight on the back foot, but they're not so comfortable fighting on it, But the front foot coming fighters, two of them, when they jam, whoever takes the soul of the other is the person that takes the rhythm away from the other person by his movement, by his by his punches, by the angle he says, and everything. We shall see what will happen in the fight. As we said before, is a 50-50 fight. But I think the most important thing in this fight is the body. Body punches is very important. I have to be honest with you. Whoever imposes himself on the other person by taking away the rhythm and the rhyme of the other person wins this fight. And how is that going to happen? It's going to happen through work rate, angles, body movement, head movement, punches, hell of a punches, from all angles, And then the most important thing in this fight is the willpower and the determination to win fights. How determined are these people in this fight? So, never say die attitude is very important, because at the end of the day, what I'm looking at is fatigue might be a factor towards the end. Whoever gets fatigued towards the end loses the fight. It's very important to know that. And you can only hear that from Boxing Unlimited. Having said that, a lot of things is to be said. For CBS to have a chance in this fight, he has to attack the body of ZURDO all through, make him uncomfortable, because ZURDO throws a whole volume of punches and variety of punches, and from all indications, he's fought better opponents than CBS. Apart from Okolia and Riapo, CBS is not for something major, but we've seen ZURDO take down Sutherland Barrera. We've seen him fight Joe Smith, who we know is a banger, and we've seen him fight Gullimerian, and these are tougher opponents, but that is not the problem. The problem is the tactics you come on the day, and the style, as we say, make fights you come on the day. But having said that, you also know that one punch can change the whole complexion of the fight, and change the result of the fight at the end of the day. So what are we saying? Whoever wins is whoever who dots his T's and ticks his I, and makes everything possible, because at the end of the day, we will come down to physicality, to psychological warfare, to who has the best chin. Both of them, their chin has been tried at some point, and then they put on poker faces, you never know, or come out fighting as well as champions do. In this fight, whoever starts faster, will win the fight. But if it gets to the late rounds and the cardio comes, whoever tires first loses the fight. It's a very important fight. It's for the unified title in the Cruiserweight division, and we're looking forward to this fight tomorrow. What we're saying is who is going to win this day? Our prediction in this fight will be that Gilberto Ramirez, because of his experience, will win this fight by decision. I don't see a knockout in it, but it can happen. You never know with boxing. Boxing is full of surprises. So that is why we watch and deal with and do this program. You know, you never know until the last time. So boxing is something you never know of, and you can't say. Do have a nice day, and God bless. You end here, do not. Have a nice day. Goodbye.